So after removing both front motor mount bolts again, you'll be able to pivot the plate up without moving the mount. And that will allow you to get your hammer in here and center punch the lower hole. Now you can fully remove the plate, and we'll be drilling the 4 holes that we just center punched. So with the plate back out of the way, we're going to proceed drilling these holes. It's a good idea to pilot drill with a small bit, and then we'll swap to the proper bit afterwards. Okay, now all 4 of the new motor mount holes are drilled. The plate is mocked back in the chassis with the 4-corner motor mount bolts installed. When you're putting the new mounts in and bolting them down, the shorter 8mm bolt with the nut gets used in the rear mount, passing through the bulkhead with the nut on the back side. And the longer button head bolt gets installed from underneath the bulkhead up through the bulkhead, the spacer, and threads into the mount. So both of these guys are installed now, and both of the rear mounts are installed. The 4 corner mounts are snugged back up. The next step will be to drill or mark and drill through the 4 motor mounting holes through the bottom of the bulkhead. The reason we're doing this is because upon final assembly, this entire plate assembly will stay attached to the sled. When you need to remove your motor, you will pull the 4 motor mount bolts from underneath the sled. The plate will stay installed. The motor will come out without the plate. The preferred way to do it, if you own a long 3/8 inch drill bit, we prefer to use the plate as a guide. As you can see, the bolts are at a slight angle because of the rake of the plate in the chassis. If you don't own a long drill bit, you can always center punch through the holes, remove the plate again, and then you can get in there with a normal length drill bit and drill the holes. Since we have a long bit, we're going to go ahead and do this one the preferred way. We're going to install, straighten the bit, and drill right through the bottom of the bulkhead. As you can see, the plate holds the bit at the angle we need and keeps it from walking around, which ensures that our access holes from the bottom will be properly lined up with the motor mount bolts. Okay, now there's 2 ways you can enlarge the hole on the bottom. They need to be enlarged to allow clearance for a socket to be inserted from the underside. For the purposes of this video, we'll pull the plate out again and we'll drill them from the top side. And then we'll do one more reinstallation of the plate, and we'll show you how the socket's able to pass through the bottom of the bulkhead and allow easy removal and installation of your motor. Okay, now we've got the plate back out of the way, and we're going to use a unibit's the handiest thing to use if you have one, and they cut a nice clean round hole in this kind of sheet metal. We're going to enlarge the 4 holes that we marked through the plate up to 1 inch, which will give you more than enough room for any brand of socket that fits that metric crankcase bolt. We're going to kind of mimic the angle as close as we can. And bore right through. 1 inch is a little bit bigger than you need, but it makes it real easy to find a plug to plug that hole at usually at the local hardware store for a nice clean installation. Okay, now we've got all 4 holes enlarged to 1 inch. Clean up our mess. And as you can see, the reason for these holes is that you can install your crankcase bolts through the motor mount plate from the bottom of the sled. Like we said earlier, upon final installation, which is our next step, once this plate's installed, it can be a permanent part of the vehicle. Anytime you need to remove your motor, just grab a socket, reach up through the hole, pull all 4 of those motor mount bolts out, or crankcase bolts out, sorry, and the motor will lift right off the plate. Okay, as you can see, the plate is back in the chassis now. All the fasteners have been installed, Loctited and properly torqued. As you can see, it really is a simple install. Any sledder with a little bit of know-how and a few basic tools can take care of this installation, no problem. And your sled's going to thank you for it. This kit adds years of life to your motor on top of better performance and durability out of the clutching. We'd like to thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you got something out of it and that it helped you through your installation. And as with any of the products we sell, if you ever have any questions or concerns, feel free to get a hold of us. Thanks again.
Now, while doing this process, you don't really want to stick your appendage right here.